Hey everybody, what's the gear to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 2. In the previous episode, we began our explorations through Beaker's Depot. We got a chance to check out one of the best levels in the game, and we used the Splotter to sneak around areas that was super cool and amazing! And in today's episode, we'll be going towards... Pause for effect. Octo-Resort Spring, everybody bounce! 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 Sorry. Alrighty then, let's head over here. And this level right here is pretty interesting because right now we're being introduced to the bounce pad mechanic. This is something that's not really all that seen in the multiplayer stages, not even during the Splatfest stages or anything like that. But it's still a pretty fun mechanic. You can bounce around the areas, and it's just all around a pretty fun area. This entire level all around is just a really interesting one in general. It kind of reminds me of the Mahi Mahi Resort stage in the first Splatoon game. That's one of my more personal favorites in that game because the ability to have the stage to go underwater and things like that. Not underwater, but the water levels were lower and things like that. I'm gonna ignore these guys. I'm almost dead. It's almost like it's cross over there. At least invite those guys. They're just gonna sit there and mourn the loss of their comrades for all eternity. Or until they're deleted from the game when the RAM decides to call them out so that the game doesn't get overloaded and from trying to load too many assets. I'm a nerd. Take care of you. And eventually get the key. It is super amazing. And there's a switch right here. Secret balloons! That's the best kind of balloon. The secret balloon. Remember to press and hold the B button to bounce high. Alright then. The next collectible we'll be collecting, if you want to do, go over here, lure the that guy away. I don't remember the name of the top of my head. But we go over here, and our first collectible is right there. Not very hard to find. So that guy, because I feel like it. And we're gonna let the waterfall of death continue roaming forever. I like those guys, but I don't remember their names off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've seen their name in-game, so my memory on them is not as fresh as I'd like it to be. It's kind of bad considering the whole catchphrase of the first game was to stay fresh. Over here, and head this way. Don't go over there yet, because there's another collectible I want to go grab real quick. Head over here, and jump. Or climb the wall, whatever you prefer. Whatever terminology suits your palate. That's not a phrase people use, whatever. Alright. And now we have both collectibles, so now there's nothing for us to worry about. And we go over here. This is a pretty cool area in general, and this level right here, this kind of is the big reason why I hope that Labo VR support eventually comes to Splatoon 2, because can you imagine playing this segment in VR with all the things falling down and things like that? Oh, that would be so cool. I love 3D, and the 3D effect on Labo VR is pretty impressive, even if you're just crossing your eyes and you don't actually have the VR set like I do. But it's just so cool, and I really hope Splatoon 2 gets VR support someday. That being said, if it does happen, I really hope they don't add new levels or anything like that specifically for the Labo VR, like what they're doing with Super Mario Odyssey, because I already spent a long time planning out this Let's Play, and it'd be an even bigger pain in the butt to figure out how to fit that in with everything else I'm already doing in the series, because man, because of how much content they add to this game, this Let's Play was a nightmare to plan out. We'll be going more into that a little bit later, because a lot of the things that are related to that kind of spoil we're doing a little bit later in the game. But just to know, Splatoon 2 was kind of a nightmare to plan out, and I'm just going to say that right now. These must be photographs taken by some young adult inklings. Are these so-called twinklings trying to convince their peers their lives are exciting and full of meaning, or are they trying to convince themselves? Very thought-provoking indeed. Good job, keep it going. That was level 12, so the next one we want to do is level 13, which we haven't found yet. Boy, that's a good one. Like I said before, some of these levels can be pretty tricky to figure out where they need to be, where they're found at. Bleh, I cannot talk right now, apparently. It's got me back from the fact that I've been doing this for 7 years. And, you know, speaking of which, I find it kind of funny that I've been making videos for 7 years and I've only just now gotten a professional microphone. Was that the one we want to do next? I don't remember. Nope, it is not. Okay. Like, in the past, what I've done for my microphones is I usually either used one that was built into my computer, I used a cheap $4 one for a long time there, or I just used my tablet as a microphone. But it was only very recently, I think it was 2 episodes ago, that we actually started using a professional microphone for videos. And I'm really excited because I'm really pleased with the quality of this microphone, and it's just really exciting to have the higher quality stuff, and I'm just so excited to use this microphone. It's going to be so awesome. So I think the next one is going to be located over there somewhere. I hope so. I really should have practiced finding these levels themselves. Like, normally when I practice for this game, it's usually just me trying to remember where the Sunken Squirrels and Sardini were located at in the game. And as I figure out, that's not always the case, because even after all the practicing, I still forget where they are. Level 13, level 13, level 13, level 13. Yay, level 13! Let's do this! This thing could turn you into a one-squid army. It's the hero Splatling. Hold 0 to charge it up, then release the button to unleash a fat stream of ink. Charging it leaves you pretty vulnerable to attack though, so be careful. The heavy Splatling is an interesting weapon. How it works is that you charge it up and it fires a huge barrage of ink that can be pretty deadly if you know what you're doing. It's pretty much like a one-hit kill if you know what you're doing. And there's a lot of people out there who do know what they're doing, so this could be a very powerful weapon to go up against. And personally speaking, while I would consider this my favorite charging-based weapon in the game, I don't actually use chargers a whole lot in online multiplayer. I did try them for a long time in the first game, but I was never really good with them. I think the closest one that I got was like the Mii Splatling, which didn't do as much damage, but still took less time to charge. So that was an interesting weapon. I think it is in this game too, but I don't remember off the top of my head because like I said a moment ago, I don't use charger weapons outside of Salmon Run or the story mode or anything like that. And my voice corrected, isn't that wonderful? Charger weapons are also pretty great for stages like Mori Towers, where it could be considered a sniper city, but it's not really. The unfortunate downside, though, is that unlike a sniper weapon, you cannot hold your charge while you're in squid form. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Owie, you removed my armor. That's rude. Right? I remember during the verses for the game channel, because James Rose and I did versus this game last year, I remember that this level was one that I was really trying to practice as much as I possibly could for, because I think at that point in the series I was a little bit behind James, and this level was kind of like a make it or break it situation where if I got super far behind on this one, I'd never be able to catch up. So I remember spending a long time practicing for this level in particular so that I could be able to complete it pretty quickly. And without spoiling that versus, let's just say it totally paid off. That was a really fun series. I'm really glad that we did that versus of the game. The really interesting thing about versus projects is, in the cases like Splatoon 2, they give me a good chance to figure out if I could commentate over a game for long periods of time. And in cases like Super Mario 3D World, games that I probably wouldn't let's play for a long time, it gives me a chance to make videos for those games anyway. Like Super Mario 3D World is a pretty good game and all. It is a fantastic game, but it's personally my least favorite 3D Mario game. Not because it's bad or anything like that, but personally speaking, I think it's the least creative of the 3D Mario games. Like, if you were to compare 3D World to Odyssey, for example, Odyssey has things like T-Rexes and the ability to capture enemies with your hat and things like that. 3D World, a lot of it is recycled ideas from 3D Land. But again, it's still a pretty great game, even if it's not one of my personal favorites. Why am I talking about 3D World in a Splatoon game? Well, there should be key nearby. A vault? Oh, amazing. You have a problem. That's one of my favorite lines of dialogue in the entirety of Octo Canyon. Alright then. Refill the ink tank. And go this way. Come on, come on, come on. Here's a cute little secret. Here's a cute little secret. I think that's what your name is. Probably not, but whatever. I believe these sunken squirrels around here somewhere. So what we want to do, lure the seeker enemies over here. Yeah, buddy, 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 buddy. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Come over here. I've got a taste of a little inkling for you. Come over here. Taste a little inkling. Alright. And you want to lure them over here. Boom! Haha. That's pretty fun. And now we need to kind of wait for it to go over there. Oh, that way. No, that way. Okay, that one works too. Alright, take care of you. No, why are you going that way? Stop moving. Stop moving! But, well, we can just jump right here. Alright then. And now we have both of them, so we have nothing to worry about now. Ah, my computer's doing a thing. Ah, my computer's doing a thing. I really hope that didn't mess with the commentary. It doesn't look like it did, but whatever. Well, speaking of this new microphone, the downside with this mic is that I have to use my computer to record with it. What I really liked about using a tablet was that it was kind of independent from everything else. I didn't even need to have my computer on when I was recording videos before. But now I do. And it's a little bit of a weird situation. I'm not used to needing my computer to be turned on while recording. At least for my own personal projects. Like, even if we're doing a Conversus project on game, I usually just have my cell phone with me, because we do all the recording on Skype, and James records the commentary from his end. So if you ever wondered why the commentary sounds a bit different between my own personal Let's Plays and the game channel, now you know why. For you... We don't have the time. Jump on this thing, jump on this thing! Yay! It's gonna bother me that you're still there. Haha. I see the zapfish. It's up there. So there's only one way to go. This way. And that's exciting commentary, if I do say so myself. I'm a professional at this. And then, could I be considered a professional Let's Player because I've been doing this for so long? I mean, I don't make money off these videos or anything like that, and I never want to. But can I still be considered a professional because I've been doing this for a long time and I know the ins and outs of how to make good Let's Play videos and things like that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Over there. Destroy you. And I'm gonna destroy you now. Or let you live. Whatever. That Warlock Tyrion can live to fight another day. And we're gonna go grab the Zapfish. I'm going to eat it. And it's gonna taste like chocolate. Because it will be covered in chocolate and there'll be no Zapfish in it. In other words, I want chocolate. Hashtag chocolates for Gator. Oh man, this is really good stuff. The more data I collect, the more I can repeat dialogue, and isn't that fun? And we now get the hero's splatling thingy. The most fashionable gear is crafted with the latest of textile technology. Heating materials to produce smooth curves and distressing stiff fabrics to increase suppleness and change the look of common techniques. I don't know anything about fashion, but I'm pretty sure that sounds right. Alright then, how many videos was that? That was 2 for this episode. So now I'm gonna meet you guys in the magical land of alternate safe. Aww, what would I do without you, Agent 4? That's sweet. And you're not Callie, but you're still a pretty awesome squid sister. Anyway, magical land of alternate safe file. Swoosh! Y'all know what time it is. It's Off the Hook, coming at you live from Megapolis Square. Check it, here are the current regular battle stages. This stage is really close to the ocean. You should go for a swim, Marina. I'm not falling for that again. And these are the current ranked battle stages. Good thing I never get seasick playing on this stage. Poor Marino. Here are the league battle stages. They'll break your heart out and knuckle bite because there's a smut, so play your part. Oh, there goes that endorsement deal. I cook seminoids all day, but Mr. Grizz keeps crying about eggs or whatever. World, did you even read the Grizzco training manual? And that's all the time we've got. Until next time, don't get cooked, stay off the hook. Snapper Canal, oh yeah. Hello everybody, Mr. Gear to you, and I already did the intro for this episode during the Octo Canyon portion of this video, but I'm doing it again for the online multiplayer portion, because that's kind of a bad habit that I'm developing. Yay, isn't that exciting? Welcome back to the online multiplayer portion of this video, or as I like to call it, the magical land of alternate save file where dreams come true and nightmares go to die. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. But anyway, we're playing Tower Control again, and we're playing on Snapper Canal, which is honestly one of my more personal favorite stages in Splatoon 2, and that splash wall would be useful if it was going the right way. Isn't that exciting? Oh, bye! Rude. I probably should have gone around and then splatted them. They did not take the tower! They did not take the tower! We totally took the tower! The tower is mine! I call dibs on it! Be destroyed! Be destroyed! Be destroyed! Yay! Alright, I came in here with the blah blah blur because we had a splash wall, and I was thinking it'd be a good idea to have one because, you know, it makes it hard for the enemy to be able to attack you, but I'm not having a good luck with it because it just seems to keep bouncing all over the place and doing whatever it feels like. So that's not exactly a good thing. I gotta get better about aiming the splash wall. It's kind of a weird weapon to aim, to be honest. But let's get back up here. I make weird noises when I play Splatoon. Don't judge me. Alright then, let's have a hair. Yay! Splash wall. You went the wrong way again, stupid splash wall! Splash wall! Splash wall! Splash wall! Rude! That splash wall is not my friend! It is food. The splash wall is not friends, it's food. Fish are friends, not food! Okay, we took the tower. That's kind of good, except not anymore because now they have it. Alright then, what do I want to do? I could keep doing what I have been doing. That seems to be working if I want to stall them, but that's not working anymore because they have it and now they took it and now it's over there. That's not good! You were splatted a moment ago! They did not pass a checkpoint! No! No! No, 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 no! Rude! 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 Tricky fish! Tricky fish! And then they're gonna destroy you! Whatever. Ow! I thought I could make that. Alright. We can't stall them anymore because now they're in the lead. So we need to actually put effort into getting it back. Isn't that exciting? Okay. I legitimately don't know what it is with the splash wall right now. Maybe it's... I don't know. I was thinking that the splash wall would be great for defending the tower, but every time I used it, it just bounces off of wherever it wants to go. It's kind of weird. There's probably somebody out there who's amazing at aiming the splash wall so that it will land on top of the tower. I'm just not one of those people because I'm not good at video games. Oh, that worked. That worked! That worked! Yay! I don't care that I got splatted because that super risky move actually worked for once. Yay! And I'm losing manly points as I speak, but I don't care because I lost all the manly points years ago. They did not take the tower. They did not take the tower. That is illegal. It is illegal to steal, and you are stealing the tower, and that is not nice. One more time. Try to use the splash wall. That didn't work. That never works. Okay. Splash wall over there! That went in the water! That's not a splashdown! I thought that was a splashdown! That's a storm! That is a storm! A storm is approaching! Why is nobody near me? Why is nobody near me? Save me! No! Ah, why is this a thing? Why can't we have the amazing luck we had when we played this on Kelp Dome? Can't I just play this on Kelp Dome forever and not have to play anything else? Rude. Alright, we have the tower. Just stay on the tower and we should be good to go. Just stay on the tower. Just stay on the tower and live forever. Live forever. Not that hard. No! Oh, brother. I didn't have much confidence in that one towards the last half of it. Oh my goodness, that was brutal. Why does tower control exist? Why can't everything be Clam Blitz? Sturgeon Shipyard! The third time's the charm! I'm not using any of the footage from the Oz2 matches because they were completely ridiculous. And my mood is kind of soured right now because normally I love Sturgeon Shipyard, but I'm not sure how I feel about it in Tower Control. It's the curse of Tower Control. It kills everything and ruins everything I love. Alright then, let's cheer you. Get on the tower because nobody else has gotten on it. Alright, there we go. So yeah, the Sturgeon Shipyard is a mode that is a map that we've seen on, I believe, Turf War already. We haven't seen it on any of the rig battle modes, and something pretty interesting that we saw back there was the fact that it started off in a completely different area than normal. So that's pretty neat. We got 2 Booyah Bombs. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, so hopefully we can not suck. No. Splash Bomb. Oh my goodness. Why is that stupid splashdown not working anytime that I use it? Oh my goodness gracious the gravy. Let's get back to the tower. Back to the tower. Get away from me. Get away from me. Come on. Get on the tower. Come on. Get on the freaking tower. Get on the tower. Get on the tower. There we go. There we remain. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least somebody's still on there. You know what I gotta say? I was thinking about this when I was waiting for the online, waiting for the match to load and things like that. If there was such thing as DLC that removed content from a game, I'd totally pay that to remove tower control. I'm sorry. I know there are people out there who love this mode. I just cannot stand tower control. We had that one lucky recording session where we dominated a bunch of Kelp Dome tower control matches, but that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to keep going until we get past that yellow line, just in case we lose a couple matches, but at least be able to maintain our rank. So, wish me luck, hopefully. I'm kind of hoping that King Psycho person stays on my team because they seem to be winning all these matches. Please stay on my team, please stay on my team, I'll be your best friend, we'll make cupcakes together. They will be delicious, I promise I won't eat them all. I can't promise that, but the cupcakes will be delicious. Arowana Mall. Everybody come and play. Throw every mascara away. Let's go to the mall today. That's what I always think whenever I see this stage name. Anywho, welcome to Arowana Mall, a returning stage from the first game. I didn't like it then, and I still don't like it now. But I actually do have a bit of a fun memory with this stage, believe it or not. It's not all bad, because Arowana Mall, fun fact, was the very first time that I played a Splatoon match against Miss Nella, who's one of my favorite YouTubers ever. She did a series of Splatoon streams over on Twitch a few years ago, when the first game was the only Splatoon game in existence. And she played around with viewers and things like that, and Arowana Mall was one of the matches as he played against. And this was like one of the very first times I ever played against one of my favorite YouTubers. And they were talking about how good I was with the slosher, and it just made me feel awesome. So, because of that, everyone on Mall, you have a special place in my heart, even if I don't particularly care that much. What? There was a random whirler there. Ah, that was amusing. Alright, that is not a good area to be in. Alright, so Aeron on Mall is a bit more of a straightforward stage. There aren't really a whole lot of branching paths in this area. There is a central area and those two branching areas up there that lead you to a higher place. So this one is a bit of a weird one, to be completely honest, because it's very wavy in terms of the ground path and things like that, which can make it a bit tricky to navigate. So you definitely want to be careful with this one, although I will say, if you're a slosser on the stage, you are a god. Ow! Never mind, I'm playing with the slosser and I immediately died. I was trying to say that there's a really cool technique where you can use a slosser to bounce around the walls. I don't know if I could do it with a Bob Blobbler, which is the weapon I'm using right now. But if I could find it and if I can get the person's permission to use it, I would love to use a clip of somebody using a slosser on the stage, because it is amazing. So, yeah, this is a pretty interesting stage. Like, my history with this is pretty interesting because of reasons I already explained, and if I continue to explain them again, it's going to get repetitive, and that's not the kind of commentary that I want on this channel. I like how that roller and I we get splatted at the same time. I love it when it gets splatted at the same time because it's just so much fun to look through when I'm going through footage. Like, even when I'm not recording, if I get splatted at the same time as somebody else, I'll use the video capture on the Switch where you go like this, and I'm gonna get super confused later when I go back and look at this on my own time. But the Switch has a video record feature where you can record video footage of the last 30 seconds. And I like going frame by frame on those kind of things to check out what happened when you splat somebody at the same time as they splatted you. Yay! Victory screech! Oh! I can't be loud because it's 11 at night. Okay, we're past a checkpoint. We are past a checkpoint. That is a good thing. Brella, save me, save me. Just a little bit more. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on. Just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my. Oh my god, that is like the most amazing comeback I've ever had in tower control. We were getting dominated that entire match. Wow, that was... We stood no chance towards the beginning of it, but what happened during the end? That was awesome. But that is going to be it for this episode of Splatoon 2. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode, and until next time, it'll get rid of you. Oh yeah. How long had it been since they'd visited Arowana Mall together in their free time? They wandered past new stores and some of their old favorites, enjoying the leisure of window shopping. After checking out all the spots they were interested in, they'd worked up quite an appetite and stopped at a cafe for lunch. Callie ordered a burger, Mary a slice of pizza. At times like this, talk turned naturally to the work they'd each been doing lately. They'd swapped stories of workplace happenings and gossiped about their co-stars. Each was concerned for the other, but neither wanted to darken the mood by discussing anything too serious. Callie decided to mention that she'd seen Mary at the cafe that morning. Mary seemed a bit caught off guard, but began talking about her conversation with Krusty Scene without missing a beat. It seems the Scene had recently quit his job at Shrimp Kick, so he'd been the store manager there for years, but had long dreamt of opening a place of his own. A friend introduced him to a new opportunity, and Sean went for it. "I hope he will be okay," Mary said with some concern. "He's always been a bit impulsive." According to Krusty Scene, Annie had been looking for a new gig as well. Truth be told, she'd never been much of a people enemy and felt that she'd given retail the old college try. She'd been keeping busy recently, helping decorate weapons at MO nights. The more she did it, the more she felt like the still detail-oriented part-time job suited her perfectly. "Do you think Annie and Sheldon?" Callie blurted out in excitement. "No way," Mary said, smiling, "not a chance." It turns out Sheldon was busy himself, planning to expand MO nights to a second location. He had his eyes on a prime spot in the part of town that was quickly becoming the new hotness for the Turf War set. "That Sheldon has always had a nose for business," the girls agreed. The conversation turned to Captain Cuttlefish, more precisely that neither of them had seen him lately. It was true that their schedules had kept them too busy to pay him a proper visit, but they hadn't seen his head poke out of the usual manhole recently either. There was no real cause for alarm now that the Octarians had gone tame, and thinking of their grandfather gave them a good laugh. Surely the old rascal would turn up sooner or later. They got lost in conversation and time slipped away. When they noticed the sun beginning to set, Callie and Marie decided to head for home. They remembered just how much fun they always had when they were together. Fun didn't quite do it justice though. It was more than that. Something special that made their hearts feel full. They felt as though the clouds that had been gathering around them had suddenly blown clear.